Welcome to Morning Joan, the podcast where we dish out the latest scoop and serve up some real talk. I'm your host, Joan, and I'm so glad you're joining me today. As we dive into the world of celebrity news and pop culture, I want to start with a story that's been making waves lately. You might have heard that breast implants are no longer the go-to choice for women looking to enhance their bust. That's right, folks. It seems like the tide is turning, and natural is the new norm. We're seeing more and more celebrities, like Alyssa Milano, opting to remove their implants and embracing a more subtle look. And it's not just about aesthetics. Many women are citing health concerns, such as fatigue, headaches, and joint pain, as reasons for ditching their implants. But here's the thing. Even as women are rejecting traditional beauty standards, they're still being held to impossible expectations. They're expected to explain their choices, to justify why they're opting for a more natural look, or why they're choosing to enhance their bodies in certain ways. It's like, can't we just let women make their own decisions about their own bodies without judgment? I mean, Pamela Anderson and Kylie Jenner are both being open about their experiences with breast augmentation, but they're still being scrutinized and criticized for their choices. And let's not forget, this is all part of a larger cultural shift. We're living in a time where wellness and self-care are on the rise, and people are more focused on feeling good than looking good. So, it's no surprise that women are rethinking their approach to beauty and body enhancement. But what does it all mean? Is this a sign of a more empowered, body-positive era, or is it just another iteration of the same old beauty standards? We'll be exploring these questions and more as we dive deeper into the world of celebrity news and pop culture. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's get ready to spill some tea. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan. I hope you're all feeling cozy and ready to dive into our next segment. Today we're talking about love, relationships, and the fascinating story of Jelly Roll and his wife Bunny XO. You might know Jelly Roll as a talented rapper, but what you might not know is that he's been through quite a journey in his personal life. He met his wife, Bunny, at one of his shows in Las Vegas back in 2016, and it was love at first sight, or should I say, love at first hug. Jelly Roll has said that when he hugged Bunny, he could feel the genuineness of her soul, and he knew right then and there that she was someone special. But what's really interesting about their relationship is the way they've supported each other through thick and thin. Jelly Roll has been open about his past struggles with addiction and depression, and Bunny has been a rock for him throughout it all. She's also built her own empire as a podcast host and entrepreneur, and Jelly Roll couldn't be prouder of her. One thing that really caught my attention was when Jelly Roll talked about one of Bunny's exes being abusive. It's heartbreaking to think about anyone going through something like that, but it's clear that Jelly Roll has been a source of love and support for Bunny as she's healed and moved forward. As I was reading more about their story, I came across a post from Jelly Roll where he was gushing about his wife and all the things he loves about her. He talked about how she's overcome so much in her life, and how she's inspired him with her passion and determination. It's clear that these two are meant to be, and it's beautiful to see them thriving together. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Joan, this all sounds very romantic, but what about the challenges they've faced? And trust me, they've had their fair share of ups and downs. But from what I can tell, they've always found a way to come out stronger on the other side. As we wrap up this segment, I want to leave you with a little food for thought. What does it mean to truly support someone you love? Is it being there for them through the tough times, or is it helping them build their own dreams and aspirations? For Jelly Roll and Bunny XO, it seems like it's a little bit of both. Stay tuned for today's last cup of tea, right here on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan. We're wrapping up today's show with a fascinating story about two different Kylies, Kylie Jenner and Kylie, from the context of a completely unrelated story. But before we dive into that, let me give you a quick rundown of what we've discussed so far. We've covered everything from the latest fashion trends to celebrity gossip, and even touched on some inspiring stories of people making a difference in their communities. Now, let's talk about these two Kylies. In one story, we have Kylie Jenner, the reality TV star and entrepreneur who recently reflected on her 2018 Met Gala look, which sparked both admiration and criticism. She talked about how she wouldn't repeat that fashion choice but doesn't regret it, saying she had one of the best nights at the wedding and was the last one to leave. On the other hand, we have a completely unrelated story about a Kylie who's a mom, and her experience with her kids is quite relatable. She talked about how her kids are always getting into mischief, and how she has to be creative in finding ways to keep them entertained. What's interesting about these two stories is how they showcase the different aspects of being a woman in today's society. Whether you're a celebrity like Kylie Jenner, or a mom trying to balance work and family life, there are always challenges to face and lessons to learn. As we wrap up today's show, I want to leave you with a thought: no matter what your journey is, remember to stay true to yourself, be kind to others, and always keep a sense of humor. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be rocking a bold fashion statement like Kylie Jenner, or finding creative ways to manage your kids' antics like the other Kylie. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay fabulous.